Welcome to Metric Maths Made Easy YouTube channel. Functions and graphs, an introduction. So we're doing the quadratic functions and parabolas. So this shape here is called a parabola. This shape, and it's facing up. Yeah, so it's smiling face. Anyway, it's a representation of y equals to x squared minus 1. So now, just want to explain why we call it a function. So right now, so you see, when x is negative 3, y is 8. So when x is negative 3, y is 8. And then when x is 3, yeah, when x is 3, you see also y is 8. So you're getting many x values giving you one y value. Now when x is negative 2, y is 3. A is negative 2, y is 3. And then when x is 2, yeah, y is 3 also. So it's 3, y is 2. Getting many x values, negative 2, and the 2 gives you 3. Yeah? And then when x is negative 1, y is 0. When x is negative 1, y is 0. And when x is 1, also y is 0. It's got many x equals to negative 1 and x equals to 1, giving you a 0. So it's many x to 1 y. And when x is 0, y is negative 1. Yeah. So now, but it's only one value there. And then you find that this one value anyway, this one is the y-intercept. Of course, when you want to find out the y-intercept, you make x equal to 0, then you find the y-intercept, because it's, the y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. It's also the turning point. You can say this is the turning point because the graph comes down and then goes up. So this is also called the turning point. So let's call it the point x equal to 0 and 1 and negative 1, sorry. X and negative 1 is the turning point of this graph. Turning point. And then also you can see this negative 1 is actually the minimum y value. Yeah, so from there it goes up. So it's also called the minimum value of y. Yep. Now, what I need to go back to, right, is this also many x values to 1 y value. So many x to 1 y. X is an independent variable, y is a dependent variable, and this is called a function. So remember, in the straight line graph or the linear function, I explained that we have 1 to 1. So in the linear function, we have 1 to 1 relationship. But I always like to write 1x so that you don't get confused. 1x to 1y. And then now this quadratic function is called a function because it's got many to 1. Again, must specify many x independent variables to 1 y dependent variable. These are the only functions in maths. If it's many to many, there's not a function anymore. If it's many to many is not a function, and 1 too many is also not a function. These are the only two functions in mathematics. Yeah, just note that one. So 1 to 1, 1x value to 1y value as it does on the linear function, and then quadratic many x to 1y value. Please, yeah, also like, comment and share. I will continue with the explanation, yeah, in the next video. Thank you.